live stream doesn't want to work right. All right, here we go. Yay, it works again. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's been having issues. Um, anyways, what was I saying again? Oh, happy Easter, everyone. Even though YouTube's been acting up where I somehow my live stream doesn't want to work right. Anyways, I can say YouTube has been having issues with the mobile versions, and plus, I I can actually say I can't stand cloud chasers like Maze and Lucas and all the other ones there that used to be like so far up Donald Trump's ass, and now they're changed to do something like kiss somebody else's ass, like BLM and shit. I have nothing against the black community, but BLM is like the fakest shit ever. I think I think all lives matter, and I think that people should like come together and stop being mad at each other. You should be mad at the government for what's going on. I think people forgot like what it's like to be friends with one another. I miss the 90s. The 90s were awesome. I remember nobody gave a crap who you were. They would have like parties every time. You would have fight somebody over to play NES and not give a crap. Like or whatever, the Super Nintendo or anything else. I think people forgot what it is to be happy about. Like to be proud of being who you are. Be proud of being American or whatever you are. What Be proud of being white and shit, and be proud of being whatever skin color you are. It's it's gone down to that point where everybody hates each other. Everybody forgets the little things in life. I know. I've been playing. I've been enjoying playing video games and single player games because multiplayer games it's kind of getting boring. Fallout 76 is a joke now. Um, let's see here. GTA 5 is like GTA 5 online is like kind of dead. Um, and people are like, "Oh, it's still popular." No, it's not. I can join an old lobby. It's usually like modders that do stupid crap, or it's like the griefers that just use oppressors on the game. It's like it's not even worth it. It's not even worth my time. I would just get mad and throw my controller. Um, so I started playing Borderlands single player style, and been playing Far Cry and trying out other games because playing multiplayer games, it's like it's like frustrating because it's not like frustrating. It's like more like annoying. Um, and plus, what's another game? Dead Cells is another fun game to play if you want to play solo. If you're like into like solo game playing. Um, yeah. And I hope they do a Dead Cells Part 2 because that was a fun game. Even though I didn't get to play all the DLC, it's a fun game. It's like Castlevania meets Dark Souls meets what else? Contra. And it's like it's odd but it works. Um what else? And like and I have to laugh that like Disney is going downhill because Mario just like is outbeating their freaking top selling box office hits on in theaters. I don't know what it is with the being woke and crap. All it does is just makes me feel like I don't want to play or watch anything when I see woke crap. It's all this a stupid trend, a trend that should stop. Like nobody cares about what you like. Nobody cares what goes on. Be proud of who you are. Stop trying to make everybody like force everything on people so they can be proud of you. It's to earn the respect, not to deserve respect. And it's gone to that point where like everybody forgets why everybody enjoys what makes life awesome. I know I'm not perfect because I like to troll people and I just like to have dark humor and stuff like that. But you should enjoy life for what it is, not what what you want it to be. It's 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 nature. I don't know what to say, but it's nature. Easter is like being proud for who you are. And I don't even care about Easter that much. I like being who I am because I don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm not I'm not crazy. It's just like I just like to have fun. And it's sad to see like a community like the gaming community going downhill, the comic community going downhill. Everything's going downhill because everybody has to be like, oh, we gotta make everything so political. We can make everybody hate each other. What makes me laugh about is people fighting over liquor companies. Shit, I don't drink Bud Light or Coors Light. That shit's like garbage. If you want to drink real beer, just get Samuel Adams or IPA, because that's like the best way to get to enjoy liquor. Why waste why waste your time drinking something that tastes horrible? It's like, yeah, I know people are just trying to find things to get annoyed about. But was it helping making you feel miserable all the time? I think people should relax. Enjoy what it is. I know it's not perfect because we got a special needs president, but if you not think about the president being retarded, and all the other crazy crap that's going on, you get to see how perfect it is without thinking about it. I know I'm not getting anywhere with the speech, but I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy reading once in a while. I enjoy art. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy, I don't know what else, listening to music. And I gotta say, YouTube, nice with the YouTube music thing. 'Cause it's actually it's awesome with the Prime thing, the free thing for the testing out the YouTube thing to see how the whatever the new format is for YouTube music. Kind of say it's better than Spotify because Spotify. I don't know how to say this, but Spotify likes censoring everything lately. They take out like songs that music that's actually fun to like enjoy to listen to, but now it's like, oh, it's because of their history, we should remove it. It's like I don't look at the bands as to who they are. I just like their music. Like if you're comparing stuff to who they are and not in their music, it doesn't make sense. Like yeah, like Green Day for one example. Green Day became a leftist thing, but the early Green Day music rocks. It was like the badass thing. Let's see, going on to everything else. Certain music, the older music is better than the newer music they put out. Gorillas used to be electric, had electric rap, rock and roll, anything. They did everything, and now they're slowly getting into like the special needs like type style of music. I listened to their new album, and it's just like, what happened? What happened to their old style of doing music? Like their old style rock so much. It was like Demon Days was awesome. D side was good. Um, was it there? The ones before the the last one was good. Um, yeah, there's so much albums out there for Gorillaz that you can pick through and say, yeah, that's good, that's crap, that's good, that's crap. But you in the sad part is they don't listen to their fans like all the other like the older bands used to, like Green Jello. Green Jello had it was a parody rock and roll thing, and it was awesome. What was it? There was another band I remember, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Smashing Pumpkins, REM. Eh, it was like there was a couple of good songs on there, but REM became like a whiny boy band. What I'm saying is, it's like looking back to the old music and you look at it now, they don't put any effort. They don't put any soul into the music. It's just like a quick cash grab now. And it's funny seeing that people should be grateful for what they do. Like they shouldn't be if they have fans or something, they shouldn't look like they should look down on them like they're nothing. They're the ones that got you famous. They're the ones that got you to where you are now. And it doesn't matter what you are. you should be happy for who what you're doing with your life. Not what I don't know what to say, but it's you should be like disappointed at what you're doing. Keep at what you're doing. If you're not getting popular, try again. That's what I do. I don't look at everything like as failing. If you look at everything as failing, it means you're just not gonna get anywheres. You should be thankful for what you do. And it's sad that to see all these YouTubers slash Instagram slash TikTok people that don't make it go or do make it and they just do it just for the views and it's like yeah, that's good, but where's it gonna lead you? Fame can come and go super quickly, and people forget that. I know I'm not gonna get much viewers because all I do is rant and rave about stupid shit. But I'm grateful if somebody watches it. It's it's not like I wanna just make videos just to rant and rave and to, to be miserable. I do it just for fun. People forget to have fun. If I don't get somebody viewing my stuff, I just save it for later on. People forget the precious thing in life is knowing that somebody is watching, somebody enjoys it, and it doesn't matter if you don't care or not, but it at least I know I'm making somebody happy or somebody enjoys watching this. You can't just always count on views and donations for everything. If we do that, we're just basically acting like Hollywood. We we so rely on donations that if you're down and hurting that badly, just get a job. I'm sorry, but to say this, but people like are expecting for donations. You earn it, not demand it. You 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 take your time, put effort in your videos, put something in your video, the or in your live stream gameplays or anything, instead of just like, oh, I need, please donate. Just constantly rub it in their heads like donate, donate, donate. It's not gonna get anywhere. I know I'm not gonna get anywhere if I could just say hit live and subscribe, hit like and subscribe. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm losing it tonight. But I'm saying, you should be proud of somebody who's watching your video, or if somebody likes it, let let them decide for themselves. I swear, like Boogie and every other YouTuber always ask for donations. It's like, yeah, you're popular, but demanding donations not gonna make you keep your fame. It's gonna make you look like I don't know, like a money hungry son of a bitch. But you just gotta enjoy, be patient, enjoy what you got, cause you don't know what you got till it's gone. just reference a song. That's just weird. But anyways, I don't care if I'm popular. I don't care if I don't care if I get liked or not. I just wanna enjoy the little things of me sharing with people that enjoying life or gaming and shit. Like talking about gaming, talking about certain stuff. I enjoy gaming. I talk a lot about games. It's so weird, but it actually helps me relax. Just like talking about games. I remember when my first video game was system was a ColecoVision. It was a it was the worst system out there, but it had awesome games. The same with the Atari. Atari had good games, and then it was a shit game. It was just it had it was it had a it was like it wasn't perfect. Same with the Turbo Graphics. I had the Turbo Graphics. It wasn't perfect. Dreamcast. It had so much potential, but it failed. Um, Saturn. I didn't care for the Saturn. I had the Saturn. Had it for whew, 3 years and then got rid of it because I like Sega. I like Sega and Nintendo, but the only thing that turned me off about Sega was they don't put they didn't put more effort in the franchise. They didn't do much with all their good franchises like Streets of Rage, um, Vector Man, Fantasy Star. They started doing Fantasy Star stuff a lot more after the end of the Dreamcast era and GameCube era that they really focused on Fantasy Star. Like you never saw what other games that were out there that were actually decent. Ultra Beast. You didn't see another Ultra Beast. They didn't give a shit about Ultra Beast after the Genesis. They didn't give a crap about Golden Axe. Well, they did on the 360, but it was crap. But still, they didn't care about much of Golden Axe. They could have done a lot more with their IP, Sega. But they were so I don't know they were so special that they didn't give a crap anymore. I actually say that Nintendo did a lot more for their IP than Sega. Sega had everything. They had good stuff. They had bad stuff about it. You had a mixture of good and bad games. Like their strength was in beat 'em ups, shoot 'em ups, and RPGs. Not really with sports that much. Nintendo, their thing was puzzles, platformers, and sports. And it's weird. Like that's the only thing that worked for them. And people don't see that well, they had a couple of good beat 'em ups, but they're all in Japan, and they didn't come to the West because over the violence thing back in the day, like people were freaking out over video game violence. So like River City Ransom 2 was off the table. Was that basketball game that Technos made. Um, what else? The Japan Warriors there. The for TCOS didn't come out here. Um, we only got soccer, dodgeball, and the first River City Ransom game. Oh yeah, we didn't even get the prequel and the part two of the first game on Super NES. Like like Nintendo like basically shit on the West back in the SNES days and the in the regular NES days because they 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 more relied on the Japan retail than what Sega did. Like Sega cared about their fans. They tried their best, and you don't see that anymore. You don't see companies really trying their best. Like Microsoft, I give props for Microsoft for some things. Like they did backwards compatibility with them with like Nintendo and Sony didn't. Like Sony, I used to like Sony. Don't get me wrong, I used to like Sony. I used to like Sony and Microsoft and and Nintendo at like all at one time. But the thing is, Sony slowly stopped caring about their customers and started doing the super duper stupid shit that they do. So that's why it's not popular anymore. I don't care. I don't care if you're a fanboy and crap, but geez, Nintendo is gone downhill. Sony went downhill. Like Sony had so much potential in their gaming category. They're only good at their first party games. Third party games, they're horrible. To come to third party games. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't care if like the first party games are powerful, but holy crap, the games were glitchy as hell in for third party games. Like Fallout 4, like but it's not some of it's not Sony's fault. That was Bethesda's fault. But Bethesda didn't realize like that the the PS4 had so much potential, but it was the thing of it was with the PS4 was the memory that was in it and the hard drive. Like the hard drive was weak, the memory was weak, but they had a good graphics card and everything else. But it was slow. It was super slow with their games. Like it like compared to like Xbox One games, like I can actually play. But another thing too was the fan was super loud. It sounded like a jet going off when you played PS4. Like it would, you could hear like the loudest fan. You could hear the fan just like blowing constantly in the back, and it bothered me so much because when I played games, you can hear it. You can hear the wind, the fan blowing onto the console when it used to do like live streams and crap. And people used to get annoyed with over the sound in the mic. It's like you can't help it when you're trying to do live streams. Um, Xbox, I only had once in a while it would get really loud, but with the new system, they actually have a better fan. They actually have like two or three fans, two in the back, one on top, and it's actually like circulating, so it doesn't get hot as much, and it doesn't sound like a jet going out, going flying out, and it's like yeah, and Nintendo is another one at fault for their like the Switch. The problem with the Switch, it it was powerful at the time, but it's not anymore. And another thing that's wrong with the Switch is like the the vents. You can get dust in the vents really easily, and it will stop working after a while because all the dust and crap like sliding into the vents. Like if they ever make another one, they should work on doing a better job with the venting system and the fan and the power of the system. Because if you don't do much powerful stuff with your, if you're doing handheld and console stuff, you're gonna it's gonna go downhill in the long run. Yes, the Xbox Series S isn't powerful than the X because the X has more, is doing 4K, but the S is still powerful by playing other games. Like you could see like the game's loading up super quickly without have to like waiting for 20 minutes like the Xbox One used to. Um, I can boot into like a Grand Theft Auto game with no issue. I can play with I can play other games that I used to have troubles with on the Xbox One. Far Cry was like another one. Like Far Cry 5 was like the slowest of the slowest. Like when you played Far Cry 5, you had to wait for a long time to load in. And that's what really annoyed me. That's why I like Xbox doing what they did. Nintendo, eh, they were it was faster load time for some games, but it took longer for others. Their third party games were terrible because when you try to do multiplayer, it lagged so bad. Um, but yeah, so I don't know what to say, but if you're trying to do like gaming, well, PC gaming is good. I got shit on PC gamers. So I used to be a PC gamer, but the thing of it is, like lately, you have to have a stronger rig to play certain games. Like you have to, if you want to play like Fallout 4 or say River City Ransom Underground or whatever it is, like if you're playing like a like open world type game and you want to load really quickly without any issues, you have to buy an expensive rig, and it's not everybody can carry like $1,000 or $800 for a good rig. Like nobody can afford it. Not in this day and age. And another thing I laugh about is like also the TVs are expensive. It's like why do we have so expensive TVs in this day and age? And another thing too, the arcades, like Arcade One Up is they're doing they're bringing out more games for arcades that used to be on arcade. But the thing is, people don't realize that the original arcades work a lot better than the arcade one-ups. I was playing a couple of games around arcade one-ups, and sometimes there was tearing, like like not pixel tearing. And one issue I had was for the game was Final Fight, the original Final Fight, the arcade edition. That thing had issues. I was like, you're arcade one up. You're supposed to be like the top performing arcade of everything else. You're supposed to do better than like what was those knockoffs there, like the was it there like the Pandora box. Like, you're supposed to be better than Pandora Box, and Pandora Box does a better job than the arcade one up. So tell me why Pandora, a company overseas that does more for gaming than the person over in the US that's making a cabinet. And mind you, these cabinets are like 5 feet. It's I don't know what to say. It's basically ripping off people and then saying like it's the best shit ever. I know I'm not gonna be convince you otherwise because you gotta play it just to realize that it's a piece of crap. Like the Mortal Kombat 2 game, the Mortal Kombat 2 uh one up arcade had lag issues, like latency issues in the inputs. And the online was garbage. 'Cause they used to have them at Walmart, and they used to put the Wi-Fi on so that people can play online to test it out, the online out, to see if people would buy it. And people would be like, "Nope," they walk away. And another thing is, if you're gonna do midway games, why isn't there like a third? If you're doing a deluxe for midway, why are you not doing the three or the three or the four joystick thing, like the four player thing? Because most games from midway, like, well, three actually. The midway games are like 3 player games. Like Gauntlet was 3 player. What was it there? There was Gauntlet. There was Rampage. There was a couple other games that I remember that was 3 player, and they included a 3 player thing in there. And that was what disappointed me because I would love to see like a Rampage, somebody do a Rampage arcade, like a mini arcade. Because I used to play Rampage. I played all the Rampage arcade games, like the World Tour, the original, and everything else. In the original, oh my god, the original! I remember being playing as a kid, going through quarters like crazy, and coins and quarters like crazy, and seeing how fun it was playing it, and 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 it was so like I don't know how to explain it. It was so competitive. It was like you not competitive. It got you interesting in the competitive side. Like you wanted to beat the high score of somebody that was playing it, and they used Lizzie or Ralph or George as like somebody used to use mostly George for the high score. That used to be so fun is when you had 3 people play it, and if you're playing competitive with 3 players, you normally get the high score. Let's see here. Another one that I used to like was Punch Out. Punch Out was like it was 2 screens. You had the one on top, one on the bottom. I would love to see somebody do a Punch Out, like an NES Punch Out or an arcade Punch Out game, or better yet, Nintendo with the arcade version of Dodgeball and the River City Ransom arcade version. That would be awesome. It would be worth seeing people going back and playing those. Or Double Dragon, like there was 3 Double Dragon games, and then there was an arcade version of the Battletoads versus Double no, it was Battletoads Double Dragon. And you know what I would love to see too? If Capcom did the Mighty Final Fight 2. And they did 1 and 2 and put it on an arcade system. There's so many possibilities, so many stuff that I've like given people idea. It should be going on there. Whoever watches, I don't give a crap. I'm just enjoying my night. I hope everybody has a good night. I don't know what time it is because I'm just rambling on. Oh, it's 1:20. Right now. With me, it's gonna be whatever time it is when I finish posting. But I'm saying, enjoy the little things. You're not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna be what you're doing. I know not everybody was gonna watch my nobody was gonna watch my thing tonight, but at least it's gonna be up later on. It's all I can say is you just do something with your life. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy Easter. Everybody have a good Easter. Like if you're if you're watching the post thing, the video version of us instead of the live stream, have a good Easter. I enjoy. I hope I enjoy everybody's day. Just rambling. Don't be an ass. Don't hate. Don't hate. Be. If it's Easter, just give somebody a hug. Not saying it in a weird way, but you know what I mean. If you're a church person, be happy that you're in church. Or if you're doing something with your family, be happier with your family. Just don't bitch and complain for Easter. I'm not religious, but I'm just thinking, what would Jesus do if he saw people fighting and shit? He'd probably be upset. He'd be like looking down at us like we're a bunch of crazy idiots. But anyways, happy Easter. Love everybody. Not in a weird way. And have fun. Enjoy yourselves. And don't start fights. Be you. Be awesome.